Welcome students to another class of computer. So today we are going to discuss about chapter 2, that is input output devices. So first is input device, that is as we have seen in the chapter number 1 that computer works on the principle of input processing and output. So here we are discussing input unit. An input unit of a computer, it performs three tasks. First is it accepts the instructions and data from the word, that means it reads the instructions. Second thing, it converts these instructions and data in computer acceptable form. And third, it provides those acceptable inputs to the computer system for further processing. So this is done by the input unit. As you can see here, a diagram is given, that is input, processing and output. So here I have given you a list of input devices: keyboard, card reader, MICR, OCR, mouse, scanner, digitizer, voice input and barcode reader. Okay, so what is the role of input output devices, that we will discuss now. So here you can see in the diagram that input devices, they takes input from a device in the form of raw data, and then these input devices provide that data in a coded form to the CPU, that is central processing unit, and the required input is stored in the memory. Okay, and then this CPU provide that process data to the output unit, that is output devices, and then we will receive that in the form of result, or that is in the processed form that human can accept. Okay, so that is the role of input devices and output devices. Input devices takes the input and output devices shows the process result. Okay, so here is a diagram that shows the input output devices and the combination of devices that work as an input as well as output. So in this diagram you will find two circles. First circle is telling about the input and second circle is telling about the output devices that are purely input and output devices. But in center you will find the intersection of these two circles. The intersection of these two circles, that shows the devices that work as input as well as output. Okay, so see here I will discuss those. That like digital camera, it is taking pictures, capturing pictures from the lenses, and then it will store it in that device and then show you that picture. So it is working as an input as well as output device. Similarly, pen drive, we can take data and we can display data also. So these devices work as input as well as output device. So here you can see the types of input and output device: keyboard, optical mouse, scanner, barcode reader, they are input device; headphone, headset, printer, scanner and speaker, these you will find as an output device. Okay, so next is we will see the categorization of input devices. So first is keyboard. Keyboard is further categorized into two parts, that is normal keyboard and multimedia keyboard. Second type is mouse. Mouse is also categorized into two or three parts, that is traditional mouse, optical mouse and wireless mouse. Joystick is also an input device. Touch screen is input device. Microphone is input device. Scanner is input device. Scanner is also categorized into two parts: flatbed scanner or handheld scanner. Handheld scanner contains that barcode reader or the mobile phones that are used as a scanner. Okay, so here you can see the pictures of input devices. Keyboard is given here, that is multimedia keyboard. One mouse is given. Okay, and you will find joystick here, and then scanner, microphone, barcode reader. Okay, and touch screen also. So now we will going to discuss the keyboard as an input device. A normal keyboard has 101 to 104 or 114 keys, which are categorized into 5 categories. First is function keys. In any keyboard you will find 12 functions key, that is from F1 to F12. That can be asked in a GK question also, that how many function keys are there. So in a normal computer keyboard you will find 12 functional keys, not more than that. So F1 to F12, they are having different unique functions, so they are called as function keys. The second type of keys you will find alphanumeric keys, that is having alphabets and numbers on them. So A to Z and capital or small a to z, and then 0 to 9 numbers. If you want to print something as in capital, you can use caps lock and then all words will come in capital. And if you want particular word in capital, then you can press that word with a shift key. Next, special keys. This alt, control, enter, insert, home and escape, these type of keys comes in special keys. Numeric keypad, there is a separate numeric keypad in computer that is used for typing numbers, that contains numbers from 0 to 9, plus, minus, multiply, divide, at the rate symbol, etc. And toggle keys are keys that is having special work like caps lock, tab, num lock, etc. And you will find 4 arrow keys in a keyboard that is up for used for navigation from right, left, or top or bottom. Okay, so this is about keyboard. So here you can see a picture of a keyboard that is having the description of their key. Keyboard is known as QWERTY keyboard because the alphabetical keys are in keyboard that is starts with QWERTY. So that is why it is called as QWERTY keyboard. So here you can see the categorization of keys on a keyboard. And multimedia keyboard is having special additional keys that is used for volume up, down, play and pause that you will find on the top of the keyboard. Okay, with above function keys or at the side you can see in the image that these special keys in a keyboard for all volume up, down and pause, these are called special keys. Okay, so that's it about the keyboard. Next category of input device is mouse. A mouse is a pointing device that is used for giving input. It is a handheld device that controls the pointer on the screen. It has 2 buttons, that is left button, right button, and in center you will find a scroll wheel. Okay, so it is used to insert instruction into computer. With the help of mouse we can draw images, we can select particular folders or objects, and we can move text and images also. So there are 3 types of mouses: mechanical mouse, optical mouse, codeless or wireless mouse, and one more category is also there, that is opto mechanical mouse. So one by one we are going to discuss these types of mouse. So here in the picture you can see 3 types of mouses. First is traditional mouse, that is also known as mechanical mouse. This type of mouse has a metal or rubber ball on its lower side that can roll in all the directions. The screen pointers moves according to the movement of the ball, which is detected by the mechanical sensors within the mouse. Second is that is you can say optical mouse or optomechanical mouse. In optomechanical mouse it will also work on the same principle of mechanical mouse, but the difference is only that it has optical sensors to detect the movement of the ball. But in pure optical mouse you will find that the optical beams are rays are there that uses a laser technology to detect the movement of the mouse. It is more efficient and expensive than the mechanical and optomechanical mouse. And wireless mouse, it uses the wireless principle or waves, infrared ray waves, to detect the motion. Okay, next is you can see here some of the pointing device. First is joystick. It is used for playing games, that is it is used in video games or monitoring the cockpit or some level is there. Okay, next is trackball. That is this ball you can see on the image, that is known as trackball. Third is pointing stick. It is available in some keypads as a cursor. Okay, next is touchpad. You can find this type of touchpad in laptops. Next is touch screen. It is also an input device that takes input with the help of touch of fingers or thumb. Okay, last is light pen. That is also known as stylus. It is a small instrument shaped like a pen that is used to provide input to a mobile devices, computer screens and tablet. It can be used to draw or make selections on touch screen devices directly on the screen. Or using stylus instead of a mouse or a trackball is also called pan computing. Stylus is used on game consoles like Nintendo. Okay, so this is about other pointing devices. So see here, you will find this joystick. As I have explained you, it is used to control the actions in a computer game. It consists of a lever, that is the upright part, handle you can say, used to move the pointer on the screen, and buttons used to select the options. And here you can see a touch screen also. It is the easiest way to enter the data in computer. Touch screen allows the user to select the item by touching the screen at appropriate spot. It has another feature that user fingers become the input device to operate touch touch screen. So this is about touch screen. Okay. Next input device is microphone. Microphone takes the voice signal as an input and is commonly used for live chats. Microphones are also used to record voice into the computer. So here you can see 3 types of microphones. Next input device is scanner. Scanner is an optical input device, and optical input device, they uses a light as a source to give an input. They eliminate the need of manual entry of data, thus accuracy increases. Scanners can be used to copy the image or text on a paper in a digitalized form, and that can be used by the computer. And optical scanners are also categorized into 2 parts: flatbed and portable. Portable means we can move these type of scanners, that is handheld scanners that can be used in phone and etc. And flatbed is, they are like, as compared to portable, they are heavy and they can be used at particular place. And barcode readers are also comes under the category of scanners, that are handheld scanner. Is an electronic device which is used for reading printed barcodes, that is in the form of black and white lines. These device directs a light beam across the barcode, which it measures the amount of light which is reflected back. So black means absorbing light and white means reflecting light. Okay. So here you can see the image of barcode reader. It is reading the barcode and numbering is also given. So each barcode is having a unique identification. Okay, so barcode reader used to read the values printed on the product in the form of vertical lines. And barcode are recorded on the product by manufacturer and usually carry the product number. And QR code is also there, that is quick response code. Full form of QR is quick response. So there are 2 types of codes, that is in the form of barcode, or you can fetch the barcode reader for scanning the QR code also. Now we will talk about flatbed scanner. Flatbed scanner is a type of scanner that uses a flat surface just like a photocopier machine, in which we can put a picture on the surface of the scanner, and scanner scans the image and convert it into a digital form. That is physical picture, it will be converted into a digital form, and you can see that digital form on the monitor screen. Okay, so here you can see the flatbed scanner. Next is there are character and mark recognition device and scanners that recognize these type of characters and marks. They are known as optical input scanners. Okay, so here you can see a magnetic in character recognition, that is MICR, that uses that is used to read the checks in a bank, and all checks are having a special check number that is written with a magnetic ink. So this MICR machine, it is used for reading the checks. Second is OMR, that is optical mark recognition, that in which we are having a bubbles or numbers that are marked with pencil or pen. This OMR machine, it recognizes the OMR optical marks from that particular sheet. It is used in competitive exams or in examinations also, board exams also. And the third one is OCR, optical character recognition. It is used in survey to check the entries and fill it in a automatic without manual manner on the computer. It recognizes the character means alphabet on the computer. So this is all about this MICR, OMR and OCR. Next category of input devices is audio voice input device, that take a device that takes audio as an input and in the form of analog signal and convert it into a digital form, is known as audio input device. So here you can see that microphone is an audio input device, magnetic instrument digital interface is a audio device, and voice recognition is also an input device. Next is video input. So video input devices that can be used to entering full motion recording into a computer. Some of the video input devices are given here. First is digital camera. It captures the video recording as an input into a camera, and we can connect it with a computer and use it for processing. Next is webcam, that is web camera. And third one is video capture card. They all are used to take a video as an input. Next topic is output unit. An output unit gives us the result in the form of processed form, that is we called it as an information. It accepts the results that are produced by the computer, which are in coded form and hence cannot be easily understood by us. So output unit converts these coded results in human acceptable or readable form, and then it supplies these converted results to the outside world. Okay, so few examples of output devices are given here, that is video visual display unit, printer, computer output, microfilms, plotter, voice synthesizer, CD, DVD, etc. Okay, so now you can see here what is the work of output device. It can be used to receive information from the computer, and it can provide the output in two forms. First is soft copy, that is in the visible form that we can see on computers, and second is hard copy that we can see in the form of printed forms. Okay, so these are the two forms in which we can receive the output. Here you can see the examples of output devices. First, cathode ray tube monitor, thin film transistor monitor, laser printer, inkjet printer, dot matrix printer, speakers, plotters and projectors. So these are the examples of output device. So now we are going to see the categories of output devices. First is monitor. Monitor is further categorized into two parts: cathode ray tube monitor that are used earlier, and next one is liquefied crystal display monitors and light emitting diode monitor, thin film transistor monitor, touch screen. Next categorization is projector. Then printer. Printer is further categorized into two categories: impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printer, they works on the mechanism of typewriters that are further categorized into two parts: dot matrix, daisy wheel, page printers, etc. Non-impact printer, thermal printer, inkjet printer, laser printer, 3D printers. Then next type of output device is plotter. Plotter is further categorized into two parts, that is flatbed and drum. And last output device is speaker here. Okay, so see here in the images, output devices are given. Above three are monitors, different types of monitors: CRT, LCD or LED. And then printer is also given there, flash drive, speakers and disk drive. So these are the few output device images. Okay, next is monitor. So now we are going to talk about monitor. Monitor is a peripheral, or you can say connected device, which displays computer output on a screen. Screen output is referred to as soft copy. Okay, so what are the features of a monitor? Resolution pixels, that is the quality of image, and dot pitch means how many pixels are pointing on that particular screen. Refresh rate means how fast screen is changing or combinations of color. And next is size. So these are the features of features that measures the quality of a monitor. And various types of monitors are there: CRT based, cathode ray tube monitor, and liquid crystal display monitors, and then light emitting diode monitor, thin film transistor monitor. So these all types of monitor, they are also known as visual display unit. And the picture on a monitor is made up of thousands of small colored dots that are called pixel. So monitor resolution is measured in pixels, width by height. And for example, 1920 into 1080 means width is 1920 pixel and height is 1080 pixels, for example. Okay, so output displays on a monitor is called soft copy. So this CRT monitors, they were most common monitors that are used as a flat panel screen becomes affordable, and they are used they consist of an electron gun, and in these monitors a beam of electrons light up the pixels phosphorus dot, which forms the inner coating of a screen. They were in the form of old TVs. Okay, color is achieved by combination of red, green, blue shades of different intensities. And the CRT monitors, they are bulky and occupy a lot of space. They are available in various sizes, that is 14 inch, 15 inches, 17 inches, 21 inches. A CRT monitor still has better contrast ratio and viewing angles than any other type of computer monitor. Next type of monitor is LCD, that is liquid crystal display monitor. They are relatively thinner and lighter than CRT monitors. They uses the light modulation properties of liquid crystals, and these light crystals do not emit lights directly. They save a lot of space and can be mounted on walls. So they provide a wide viewing angles and come in various sizes sizes, 17 inches to 60 inches. Okay, they display sharp images and require less power to run, and they are used in wide range of application, including computer monitors. Can be used in televisions, instrumental panel, aircraft cockpit displays, and they are also used in devices such as clocks, watches, computers, gaming devices, and telephones. Okay, and this light emitting diode monitor, these monitors are light emitting diode that can act as a performance booster in them, and this LED monitor offer better color quality, clarity and display than the LCD monitors. These monitors are also flat, thinner and light in weight. The biggest advantage of LED display is its efficient and low energy consumption, which is especially needed for handheld and chargeable devices such as mobile phones, tablets and laptops. These monitors are used in maximum use nowadays. Okay, this is about this LED. And then at TFT, they are also like this LCD and LED. They uses the thin film transistors as an electronic component in them. Touchscreen monitor is also a type of monitor that can be used as an output device. One can enter only a limited amount of data by using touchscreen technology. It is also used in ATM machines, offices, and cineplexes to retrieve the desired information. These touchscreen monitors are used in many supermarkets and museums to give information about the product and objects of historical importance, respectively. And in malls also, we will find these touchscreen monitors to show the floor map and all the suitable shops, etc. on that particular mall. Let us talk about now printers. So printer is a peripheral device that produces a physical copy or hard copy of a computer's output. So there are two types of printers. One is impact printer and another is non-impact printer. Impact printers, they work on the principle of typewriter mechanism and allows physical contact between the printer head and the paper. They print by the impact of dot wires on the page, and they are also known as character printers. Impact printers are further classified into various categories, that is dot matrix printer, daisy wheel printer, line printer, drum printer and chain printer. These daisy wheel printers, they are having good letter formation capability but cannot produce graphics. They produce letter quality documents, and the speed of these printers varies from 60 characters per second to 120 characters per second. They are not in use anymore since they were very slow and noisy. And next, dot matrix printer. These are only impact printers in use nowadays and can be seen rarely in office, factories or schools. They are noisy and do not have good printing quality. As a result, they are losing popularity. These printers have either 9 or 24 pins on the printed head, and they use a matrix of small pins to create precise dots on a paper to form character. The speed of these dot matrix printer ranges from 50 characters per second to 500 characters per second. As they are robust in nature, that is strong in nature, they can be used in rough conditions. Okay. So these impact printers, they are more noisy as compared to non-impact printers, and these non-impact printers, they do not allow physical contact between the printing heads and paper, and they are using the chemical process to do the printing. They do not strike against the linked ribbon or the paper which is being printed. Only the ink used for printing touches the paper. Non-impact printer have gained popularity because they are comparatively quieter or less noisy than the impact printer and have become better quality providers. They can also produce colored graphics. The non-impact printers are categorized into 4 categories: laser printer, inkjet printer, thermal printer and 3D printer. Laser printers, these are used to photocopy technology to print, and laser printers use a laser beam and dry powdered ink to produce fine dot matrix pattern. The quality of output on paper is very good and they can produce high quality images. They are mostly used for desktop publishing purposes and they can print about 6 to 10 pages per minute. They have a very high resolutions ranging from 600 to 1200 dots per inch. Next is inkjet printer. They are produce images by spraying tiny droplets or dots of ink on the paper. They have very high quality output and can also produce colored graphics. These printers are less noisy. The average quality of inkjet printer is 300 dots per inch. Although few latest models offer higher resolution, inkjet printers use colored cartridge which combines magenta, yellow, cyan links to create color tones. The black cartridge is also used for crisp monochrome output, and these cartridge is quite costly and need to be replaced more frequently than the laser printer. And next is thermal printer. These thermal printers use a special heat sensitive paper. Characters are formed when the heat elements come in contact with the heat sensitive paper, thus forming darkened dots. The standard of print produced is poor in thermal printer, but thermal printers are widely used in battery powered equipment such as portable calculators, or whenever we swap or card the printed slip that we get, that is with the help of thermal printers. Okay, next is 3D printers. 3D printers are remarkable machines that can make everyday things in different materials in all form. Objects are created in 3 dimensions using additive processes. In this process, an object is created by laying down successive layer of material until an object is entirely made. In comparison to 3D printers are much more costlier than the impact and non-impact printers, and they produce a good quality of prints. Okay, so this is about the impact and non-impact printer. Now we will see the difference between impact and non-impact printers. So here you can see that impact printer, they produces characters and graphics on a piece of paper by striking it, called impact printer. And the type of printer that produces characters and graphics on place of paper, on a piece of paper without striking, that is non-impact printer. This is the first difference. Second difference, in impact printer, it prints by hammering a set of metal pins or character set, that is typewriter mechanism, whereas in non-impact printer, printing is done by depositing ink in any form. Okay, third point is, in impact printer, electromechanical devices are used, whereas in non-impact printer, no electromechanical devices used. Next point is, the impact printer, their faster speed around 250 words per second, whereas this non-impact printer, they are slow in speed and they prints around 1 page per 30 seconds. Okay, next point in impact printer is having banging noise of needles on paper, that is more noisy, and as compared to impact printer, non-impact printers are less noisy. And last but not least, dot matrix printer, daisy wheel printers, line printers are example of impact printer, whereas inkjet printers, photo printers, laser printers, 3D printers, they are examples of non-impact printers. Okay, now we will see the speed of printer. Speed of printer can be measured in CPS, characters per second, or LPM, that is line per minute, or PPM, that is page per minute. And printer quality is measured in dots per inch, that is DPI is the unit of measuring printer quality. Next output device is plotter. Plotter is an output device that is used to produce high quality graphics in a variety of colors that are used for printing the maps or the architectural things, or you can say design of a ship, aircraft, etc., that we need in a high quality. So that can be produced with a plotter. So out of all the devices, output devices, only the plotter will produce high quality graphics in a variety of colors, and after that we can consider this 3D printer or laser printers. Okay, next is projector. Projector can be used to display computer information on a big screen to convey a message to a large audience. Okay, so that many will be able to see the show. Okay, this movie release, etc., they are also sometimes use projectors for their promotion, etc. Okay. Next is audio output device. Audio output device can be used to translate audio information from a computer into a sound that people can understand. Common audio output devices are speakers and headphone. You can see here the images of headphones and speakers. Okay. Next output device is COM, that is computer output microfilm. This technology is used to record computer output as a microscopic film images, and information is recorded on a roll of film. And COM devices are used applications where they are large volumes of data. Okay. And a few combinations of input output devices are fax machine. It is used as an input as well as output device. Fax machine full form is facsimile machine. And multifunctional devices internet telephones known as telephony or voice over internet, that is also used as input output devices. Okay, that is input we are giving the dialing the numbers, and output is we are getting the voice as a result. Terminals, we can input some screens are also known as terminals. Okay. Fax machine refers to a device or equipment that does telephonic transmission of scanned material. With the fax, we can send a scanned copy of the particular material to some place. It scans the original document and convert it into bitmaps or binary form, and then uses that electronic signals to send the document to another recipient. This is about fax machines. Now let us talk about the secondary storages. Okay, in the previous chapter, that is first chapter, we have talked about the primary storage, that is RAM and ROM, and here we are talking about the secondary storage, that is also known as auxiliary memory or external memory. It is also called a permanent memory because it is used to store data for future use. So examples of secondary memory are magnetic tape. They do the access in sequential manner, that is one by one. Magnetic disk, hard disk, okay, that is popular, and that comes under the 320 GB form or 500 GB form or 1 TB form. Floppy disk is also an example of secondary storage. Pen drives, they are also known as flash drives. USB, universal serial buses. Okay, flash drive, portable devices, 4 GB pen drive is there, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, etc. GB means gigabyte. Okay. CD, compact disc, WOM, write once, read many times, that is CD WOM. That also comes in 750 MB. DVD, digital versatile disc, that comes in 4 to 4.7 GB forms, etc. Blu-ray disc is also a type of secondary storage that stores high definition videos and games, and that can store up to 100 GB data. Okay, so this is about a small overview about secondary storages. Now we are going to discuss these in the form of images. So first you can see a hard disk secondary storage device. So this is the hard disk of this is the way hard disk looks like. There are two images. One is from interior. It uses the mechanical or magnetic process for storing the data in the form of circles or tracks. Okay. So here you can see the image of a hard disk, that how it should look. Okay. Next is CD. CD means compact disc, and DVD is digital versatile disc. CD store less amount of data as compared to DVD. So initially CD came as a storage device that is portable also, and then for high storage DVD is also developed, and DVD can store movies, 2-3 movies at a time, but CD is having a less space as compared to DVD. Okay. So here you can see CD and DVD. Next is Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc is also a secondary storage device that stores data that stores more amount of data as compared to CD and DVD. Okay, so here you can see about the Blu-ray disc. So this Blu-ray disc, it is an optical disc format that is rapidly replacing a DVD, and this format was developed to enable recording and rewriting and playback of high definitions video, and they are storing large amount of data. The name Blu-ray disc is derived from a blue violet laser which is used to read and write this type of disc. So this disc has the same dimension as the DVD and CD, and it is having a largest capacity. It can store data up to 25 GB on a single layer, and if layer is double, then it can store 50 GB data, and it is providing the maximum picture resolution, and uncompressed surround sound. It can be stored. It is having a backward compatibility features, and disk robustness is also there in this. And CDs also comes in various forms like CDR, that is recordable, CDRW, that is rewritable, and DVDs also come in the same form, the DVD-R, recordable DVD, and recordable rewritable RW, and both combination rewrite and recordable, that is RW. Okay, so this is about the CD, DVD, and Blu-ray disc. Next is flash drives or memory sticks. Flash drive is a small and portable memory that stores, mainly used to transfer audio, video, and data files. So pen drives comes under the category of flash drives. It is removable, and it can be rewritable. It is plugged into computer USB port, that is universal serial port, bus port. Okay, it consists of small PCB printed circuit board which contains the electric circuit and a USB connector that is electrically insulated and protected inside a plastic, metal, or a rubber size case. So flash drive is also known as pen drive, thumb drive, and available in various storage forms, and it can store data up to 2 TB of data. Okay, so here you can see various types of flash drives. So these are the form of flash drive. Memory stick is also same as flash drive, but they are more flat as compared to the pen drive. So here the down images, that black color Sony memory stick, so that is a type of stick, so they are very flat. So here you can see the pen drives as well as memory sticks. Okay, and magnetic Magic Gate is also there. It is a copy protection technology introduced by Sony in 1991. It is a form of digital rights management that allows for protected content to be transferred to and from a memory card and utilized on a device such as MP3 player or cellular phone. So nowadays memory sticks is used as compared to in place of pen drives, you can say. Okay, and memory stick is just a removable flash memory card, and it used as a storage media for portable devices. Okay, so this is about the flash drives and memory sticks. And memory stick is launched by Sony in 1998 October. So nowadays these memory sticks are preferred more. Okay, so this chapter is completed. Thank you so much.